Welcome to the fight of your life. Are you willing to die to shine? Nobody is taking us down. We are here for the crown of sound.
Hey, it's Matt Pinfield and Josh Bernstein. We're backstage at Welcome to Rockville 2023 for the Power Hour, and we are here with Maynard James Keenan of Puscifer, Tool, Perfect Circle, and of course, a lot of things really. But it's great to see you, Maynard.
Good to see you.
It's been a while, you know.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, you know. It's been since though, like about '95, we first started doing things together, which was, I think about how it's gone pretty fast, to be honest with you. You know?
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Maynard, can we talk about the latest album, Existential Reckoning? I thought the record was really cool. There were songs on there that I loved, like the apocalyptical, you know, the underwhelming was a favorite of mine on there. Can we talk about the making of this most recent record, and how are you weaving the stuff that you did? If you go back to something like Vagina Mind, right? How are you weaving it into the live show now when you're in a festival setting like this?
You know, festival setting, people have short attention spans, so when you have a captive audience that's coming to your own show in a theater or a small venue setting, you can kind of set the lighting, set the mood, and kind of take them on a journey. Festival setting, people are short attention span. They probably have been drinking pretty much all day, and they're sunburned and sunstroked.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to turn up the energy a little bit, cut out some of the fat, and just get to the point. So, and you, generally speaking, you're probably not going to be playing to just people that are your fans. So they're being introduced to this thing. So it's a crapshoot, but
Yeah.
you know, that's our job.
Yeah.
To navigate the crapshoot.
I was curious if, you know, since, you know, two of your bands are playing this weekend, how is it, I imagine it's challenging as you know, to sort of prepare, right? I imagine it's hard enough to prepare for one show, but to go into a festival, playing both nights, do you prepare any differently for either band or either night, or is it, do you find it to be a challenge on yourself to play that much, in such a short span?
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. And they're telling you need to go on stage for 5 minutes, and they need you to do a bunch more meet and greets.
Panic setting in.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a mess.
Well, there's a great wine on the premises here, so you could always.
Luckily, I don't have to make that today. Luckily,
Yeah,
that's
you
already
don't
made.
crush the
So
grapes yourself.
I don't have to do that today. It's already been done. So we have wine on site.
Can you tell me about one of the things that I found really interesting was when you were actually while the grapes and everything were growing, you were actually had playlists going.
Oh yeah.
Can you explain that to us? Because it's really, for me, that was extremely interesting.
Yeah, when something comes in, I have a playlist in mind. Historically, we might have something specific playing to a specific grape or block that comes in. So we always write it down. And then when it comes in next year, we'll look back at the last playlist to see what was playing and try to match that again so that wine always has similar music playing when it comes in. And that goes on the tasting notes.
It's interesting to me because with the tasting notes and something like that, do you literally, you find there is an absolute significance and difference depending on what kind of music is played?
100% no, it's just a great story.
I love you for those. Maynard, it's amazing. Like, you know, one of my favorite moments ever was, coming up to Jerome, Arizona, doing some work with Perfect Circle when you were promoting the Evolve album. And, you know, we ate dinner there with your dad, but I stayed there at the hotel where the guy hung himself in the lobby. And,
Oh, yeah.
and I loved you called me.
Again, great story.
Yeah, it was like, it's called The Asylum was the name of the restaurant. And there was a hotel, remember? And,
Yeah.
And I guess we hadn't talked in a couple of days, and you called me and said, Matt, I haven't heard from you. Are you hanging around the lobby of the hotel? No, that was pretty funny.
Right, yeah.
Maynard, speaking of that, you know, there's always been, obviously a sense of comedy and humor in everything that you do. Can you think back, do you remember now when you shot the skits for Mr. Show with Bob and Dave? I mean, the one that was almost 120 minutes takeoff going back. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, those guys are professionals, and it was an honor to watch them in their infancy, kind of developed that thing, and it was an absolute accident that I was even involved. Just basically, I was just kind of that hanger-on that they ended up going, we have to have a location to shoot this thing. This guy won't fucking leave us alone. He has an alley. Let's use that. We'll let him put a wig on.
Yeah. Is that really what it was?
Basically, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I was the annoying guy with the van.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I get
like-
to be in the band because I have a van.
Or the guy who has the PA, right?
Yes.
The famous Van Halen story about David Lee Roth. He had the PA.
I'm the annoying hanger-oner that had an alley.
Yeah. But it came out great.
It was
That's
great.
cool.
Well, everyone's been, obviously, in the rock community, like losing their minds over the Desert Trip announcement, and obviously you guys, alongside, Metallica, but also, folks like AC/DC and Ozzy, who, haven't played in many, many years, are going to be coming back. What's it like to be sort of in that company and being on that show? I imagine growing up, you had to be a fan of so many of those artists as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming to be put in the same list as those people. All you can really do is not worry about it, just kind of do what you do and try to do it the best you can so that you don't look like a clown next to these superstars.
Absolutely.
It's since Fear Inoculum came out, there's, those songs on the record, which were, there's some great epic tunes on there. I know you guys have been rehearsing for this tour that we're on right now. Do you still enjoy the experience of going out and playing live all the time and getting to do those songs?
Kind of gauge it on my back.
Yeah.
Your knees, your back, your neck. You get up there in age, and it can be trying. So there's a lot more prep that goes on, trying to get out on the road. Make sure you're in shape for it and prepared for it. But I enjoy it still.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it if I didn't.
Yeah, it's great that you do. One of my favorite memories is riding with you guys in Tool to Lollapalooza. Getting on the tour bus with you guys when we were doing some things.
Speaking of hanger-ons.
Yeah, I was definitely a Tool hanger-on, a perfect circle hanger-on, right? Hey,
Fuck's this guy in the back lounge? it's Matt
he
Pinto.
called me inhuman. He called me.
It's just
It's true. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Hey, I got to ask you too. You still have the hairless cats? Do you
Oh,
have
no.
them?
No. They passed away a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's
man.
right.
But I did like that. Do you have new cats? Tell me about your cats.
Well,
'Cause my girlfriend and I have 2 cats. And
Owning a winery and having a lot of equipment around, like and in Arizona, pack rats are always an issue. Mice and pack rats, they get into the wires and they mess things up. They can cause fires by packing shit into an area that and they're flammable. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. They ended up doing flammable things. So, got cats that are outdoor cats that are basically our mousers, and every day they bring us at least 1 or 2 mice.
yeah, as a gift, right? I mean, they
Yeah,
drop them off.
as a gift. So of course I can't help myself. I built them an entire cat condo, like an 8-foot by 8-foot wall with all the climbing things and the thing. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But
I think it's cool actually you do that because I have cats, a cat lover as well, and they're part of the family.
I'll show you
without
the
a question.
video of my cat condo.
I need to
after.
see it.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see it because I remember the hairless cats because I never picked up a hairless cat before until I was over at Maynard's house and we picked it up and he goes, feel that, and it was the heat off the body. I had no idea that it was going to be the super warm.
And they're super tasty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is that what I did when they feeding at the
Greens
asylum
and cages,
restaurant?
Yeah, it's quite yummy.
I got to see the picture
Quite
of the cat
yummy.
condo.
Well, speaking of
Yeah.
hairless cats, on our show, we torture Matt a lot and wear a lot of wigs and whatnot. And of course, you are quite the wig aficionado. Do you have a favorite wig that you break out there and wear?
Tonight's wig.
Tonight's
Yeah.
wig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to edit back in tonight's footage and,
Yeah.
and show the
Yeah.
wig.
But I love, man, I'll tell you, Maynard, it's just, it's been so great to see you throughout the years just doing the different things that you've been doing. And I know, one of these questions that you answered a long time ago to me was, well, if the other bands certain bands I'm working with work slower than I do, that's why I do other bands. That's why I've been doing 3 bands. And I think that was really how Perfect Circle started when there was a lot of time in between Tool albums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you and Billy Howardell going to start working on some other stuff as well at this point?
It's not, it's not outside the realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
We're both alive, so might as
Could
well.
happen.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I just want to say that really appreciate you coming in and hanging with us today,
Oh, no
Maynard.
problem.
Always good to see you. It's been a while since we've.
Excited to see the Cult tonight. That's great.
Yeah.
Rob
I'm glad that Ian stopped over to say hello to us
Yeah,
too.
Rob Zombie's in town. That's good.
A lot of good music, right?
that.
But I just wanted to tell you that it's great to have you. It's always good to see you, man.
Good to
And I
see
still
you.
have the same outgoing message on your cell phone that you've had for about 15 years, and it's still one of the greatest. Yeah. I won't. Maynard James Keenan with me and Josh Bernstein right here on the Power Hour. It's Axis TV. Backstage, welcome to Rockville 2023.